Game changer is a term that tends to get overused in today's sporting world, but it certainly befits today's guest. His combination of abundant skill, along with an intense desire to win, were the catalyst that the men's hockey team needed in the mid-1980s. And his arrival ushered in what many refer to around here as the golden era for men's hockey. Please welcome Greg Gravel.
Well, it's a big weekend here at UPEI, Hall of Fame weekend, and it's my absolute pleasure to have my old former teammates, the star of the attraction, the guy everyone's coming to see, Greg Gravel. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Thanks, Norm.
So, Greg, it is a big weekend, right? I mean, you're coming in and you're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend. But you know, when you go back, I always kind of like to start with alumni in terms of how they got here, what did they do, what was their, what were they thinking? Why'd they come to UPI in the first place? Especially for those that kind of come from away like yourself, up Franco-Ontarian from northern Ontario, up in Kapuskasing. So, can you talk a little bit about what it was like for you? What swayed you here? What brought you here to UPEI?
Well, it was really ironic. I had opportunities with Mike Keenan at U of T. I could have gone out west with Dave King. I had opportunities in Europe. There was the Pittsburgh angle. They wanted me to go to Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And it just didn't feel right. Then I got a call from Dan Rev. Right. And I had never gone east of Montreal. So
Rev was your teammate in Ottawa.
Yes. Yeah, he was in Oshawa. So Dan said, hey, he was in the Central League, and he said, look, I'm going back. I'm going to take a year off. I'm going to coach. And we've got a great team. And Darren McCutcheon, Alvino Gomez, all the guys are going to be there. It's going to be fun. And I said, what the heck? And I remember I went pheasant hunting in Oshawa, and then I decided, I'm going to go to PEI. So that's how. And the airport they were building the airport in Charlottetown, so we landed in Summerside at the military base there. So,
oh my God!
In comes Darren McCutcheon, who I played in Windsor with,
right?
And Dan. That's how it started, and it felt really good. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Sure, things went well for me and everything, but if it hadn't been for the group of guys, and Benny, and Simba, and you got to have that. You got to have that. We were a team, man. And then Curry brothers, and got a big shout out to Dave Reed. I know he's not with us anymore, but
oh my God, love Reeder.
Reeder, all the jeepers. So all these guys, there's so many.
But you had no background knowledge of that prior to coming. Like you're talking about going with Mike Keenan, a guy, very successful program, U of T at that time.
Yep.
Dave King, probably one of the more decorated coaches. And then you're comparing them off against Vinnie Mulligan. Hey.
Well, you want to know? I knew the work ethic of Darren McCutcheon.
Yeah.
Dagger was a hard worker, man, and I knew, Dan Revel. What can you?
Pretty solid guy.
What do you? So I can't miss. I'll be looked after there, and
You were talking earlier there, Greg, about some of the guys, on the team and all that sort of stuff, and we kind of achieved the first of 4 championships over a period of 7 years, and winning's always a great thing, but is what were some of the other things really, hockey, non-hockey, lifestyle, culture, whatever it might be, the kind of, when you look back here, 41 years later, 40-some years later, what do you think about it?
Well, I didn't know what bootleggers were. So you know, and, it was interesting to see some of the police officers on a Sunday afternoon enjoying a beer with me. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, sure.
And, I mean, I know Jeff Lance is a judge now, but I know I went salmon fishing. He'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, there's so many stories.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. The culture is incredible. If you're honest, you work hard, you're looked after. People are genuine, and I didn't know if I was going to get the same kind of experience anywhere else.
Right.
And the guys all wanted to work hard.
Yeah.
And you know what the practices were like.
Yeah.
We worked hard, man. We didn't. The old arena, the outdoor arena.
You had to work hard to stay warm.
That's it. We couldn't even wear our helmets. It was so cold.
Socks around the neck.
Oh my.
Toque on.
Yeah. Yeah. And we worked hard. And Vinny never completed a sentence, but we all knew what he was saying.
Sort of.
Yeah. But he just managed us because we had some serious egos going on, but he brought us all together, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm trying to manage all those people. That's,
Yep.
You don't think about that when you're 20 and you think you got everything all figured out, but, ooh, geez.
And we had to keep our studies up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were at the right place at the right time with the right group of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Greg, when you think about your particular career, it wasn't typical. You came here in 83, 84, 84, 85, 85, 86, and then you went off to France, played pro, and then you come back.
Yeah.
Which is not a typical sort of path, and it's not typical even in the sense that you go and play pro, and then you're able to come back the next year and play once again. So can you maybe speak about what that was like? Or maybe what kind of led to that, or how did that all come about?
Well, I had opportunities to stay in Europe, and this may seem trivial, but Canada at that age when is a pretty special place. And when I went to Europe, everything was a little different. And this is going to sound a little out there, but there was Afghanistan thing was going on with the Russians.
Yeah.
Algeria was blowing up shopping malls in Paris. I'm not kidding you. I used to go down in Paris, and there were guys on the street corners. I didn't know. I didn't feel. And I could have went. There was an opportunity in Sweden and Finland. But you know what? It felt good to go back, get my degree, and St. Louis were kind of staying in touch with me. I almost went there.
Right.
Had a chance. I could have. Anyways, so these are the opportunities. It always drew me back to UPEI. I can't explain it, right? So.
Well, I think the other part, you had a pretty good option coming back here at that time because those teams were kicking from 85, and probably in 85, 86, probably one that people were kind of sitting there saying, how did that one get away?
Well, my last year, I don't know what happened in Toronto, but we got our skates sharpened by the U of T, and there were 6 of us who couldn't skate. How was that? So remember that? There were 6 of us who, I thought the boys had put tape on my blades and they were making a joke, but there were 6 of us. We couldn't skate, so we had to wait about a period and a half. We outshot these guys. I think it was 29-18. We lost 3-2, and 2 of the goals were just dump-ins that unfortunately the goalie missed because he couldn't see over the boards. It was really black. Anyways, it was just one of those. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So they took that one away from us. That was ours.
And that's sports too, right?
Yeah. That's the way she goes.
Yeah.
So.
So if you think about that, Greg, all those were part of the package. Were all kind of led you. These experiences for you were all led you to where we are this weekend with your induction into the Hall UPEI Sports Hall of Fame, and deservedly so, I might add. Right, your career was, I was fortunate enough to see it for 2 years firsthand, and then just knowing what you accomplished and the success that was bred from you being here. But when you look at it now, you're here 40 years later. You get your family with you, your wife, your kids, maybe some extended family friends that might be here as well too. What do you think? Like, what's that feel like? Kind of looping back in that full circle moment.
Well, pretty short and sweet here. And when I graduated from UPEI, we were a bunch of guys having a beer, and we were talking about the boat. The bridge wasn't built yet.
No.
And there was some discussions, and then there's one of the boys said, "Oh, you're not from PEI. You don't understand what it's like, and you don't know what you're talking about." We were talking about the boat, and I was working in Moncton for Pete Marwick then, and so I was traveling every weekend, so I kind of knew the boat. Anyways, So the point is, I think now that I can say that I can feel part of the community in Charlottetown at UPEI
Right.
after 40 years. So full circle, and I'm very grateful for that.
Well, I think, Greg, on that note, there's a lot of people who gravitated towards you as a player because of the style of play that you played, and I think that wasn't lost on a lot of fans who still talk to you about you to this day. So, oh yeah, you're talked about. You're not for you might be gone, big guy, but you're not forgotten. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah. So post UPI, I mean, the whole idea is to go out, get an education, move on, adulthood, adultifying, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
You've got a pretty interesting thing going on right now with your school. Now you were known. One of the things you were known for was your shot. So, surprise, surprise, you've opened up a shooting school in Nova Scotia, and I think you're doing okay. Suffice to say.
Well, took 20 years to develop it, and we're in our 9th year, so almost 29 years. And there's some things going on now because we're expanding south and west. We're involved with the junior Panthers in Fort Lauderdale. I just had a conference call this morning with, this is going to sound a little crazy here, but with the Utah Mammoth developing a minor. So Chris Armstrong, and anyways, there's some things going on there. We've got some things in Vegas with the Golden Knights we're working on. That's a long ways away. We're working in upper state New York, in Saugerties and Albany, Western Canada, Upper Canada. So I'm doing more activity. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, the cat's bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
That's Gus. But anyways, we're doing more work away. But here locally, over 9 years, we're approaching about 6,500 students.
Wow.
So it's called the True Hockey Program, The Art of Shooting, and it's a very progressive development program supported by video, instructional videos, and there's what we call a self-directed program as well, and that's where it's going with YouTube, and
right.
So there's a lot of work.
Are you the sole owner, Greg?
Yeah. Yes. This is all been. I didn't lean on anybody. This is all what I make. I put back into it. So it's grown. Has it taken longer? Everybody says it takes 8 to 10 years to develop anything.
Yeah, no question.
So I think we're there. The focus is tightening up. And you know what excites me the most is I have kids that come back and their eyes are like deer in the headlights, and they're so excited. Mm-hmm. Now they understand that they have the right
technique
play to score goals. Yeah. They don't have to wait for anything. So they own their skill set. It's wonderful. That's the most exciting thing.
So you and I figured that out on a backyard rink somewhere. You and Kapiskasy, me and Charlottetown, and we just whacked away, and got pretty good at it at the end of it. But, now you're cutting out all those steps. You're saying, here's how you can get there a lot quicker, but you can do it the right way, as opposed to having to try and, with a bit of good luck, figure it out.
Well, I called it real quick here. You and I had probably 25 to 30 hours of puck time every week on the outdoor rink.
Mm.
Kids today,
No.
the puck time is practices maybe 30, 40 minutes, and they don't need to do the thinking. The coaches do the thinking.
Right.
You and I, we had to compete, and we had to play against the big guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the scraps, we couldn't go home and tell Dad that Schultz hit me, and Dad would say, "Well, figure that out by yourself, buddy."
Go rocking back.
So it's different. It's a different approach.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Well, Greg, that's impressive. I mean, you got to tip your hat to you on that in terms of being able to have an organic product like that and bring it to the level that you are. Make sure you make the Wardo connection when you're in Vegas. So with Wardo and UPEI, you might as well bang it out as much as you can.
Is he that? What?
Yeah, Joel Ward. Yes.
Who? Come back now.
Joel Ward.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
he's out there.
He's out there. Yeah, he was in Henderson for a few years.
Henderson is the suburb.
Yeah, and I think he's the assistant coach with Vegas right now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Joel.
Yeah.
Well, I was meeting with Gordy Mark, who played with Edmonton, who's, oh my gosh. We've been trying to Gordy, anyways, this gentleman he's got a theme. It's big. Their hockey is big. There's 1,000 hockey players, minor hockey. So Joel is out there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I played against the coach. He didn't like me very much when I played against him.
Who was that?
Oh my gosh. Head coach for the Golden Knights. Played for the Ottawa 67s. Anyways.
Oh, Bruce Cassidy.
Yes. Yeah, he was a good hockey player. He played pro many years.
All right.
But Joel is out there?
Yeah.
Oh, Norm?
Got to make the connection, buddy.
You're going to hook me up, man.
Okay. You let me know. I'll make it happen. So finally, Greg, just want to finish off. You got the family here this weekend. Is everyone here with you? You got all the kids with you?
Well, Jacob and Nick's right in the midst of a camp. They can't miss. So this is pretty, yeah.
And he's playing baseball down in the States, right?
Yeah, he's there and he plays ball there. And then Jacob won't be able to make it down. He, as you know, Terry had, and it's wonderful. It's next to a miracle. Terry's fine, but he had some pretty serious medical issues here, and so he left work and was with us over the holidays. So that's, but I'm sure maybe they could stream it or get a copy of whatever we're going to be doing here. And
well, there's a guy filming this edition that might have some say in that as to whether it could be videotaped or not. And Thomas Becker, I think, would be the guy to speak to about that. Because unfortunately, Greg, I'm going to have to miss it as well too. So
that's okay.
I'm going to be I booked a trip back in April of last year. And it so happens that I missed my first alumni weekend of all time. And
that's okay. Where are you going?
I'm going to Ottawa for a conference, and then I'm going up to Toronto to. I'm going to be turning 65, Greg. And I'm going to be watching Blue Rodeo in Massey Hall. On
man, birthday. You got to go, man.
Got to go. So as much as your show is going to be good too, I think that's.
Well,
I might make up for it a little bit.
Yeah, I would say you're doing the right thing, for sure.
Anyway, buddy, listen, really proud of you.
Thank you.
Really, really happy that you got the recognition that you deserved. There was, I've been watching this program for a long time, and you're up there in the stratosphere.
Well, Norm,
UPEI men's hockey player.
People don't realize I was talking about team. I mean, we were heavy. I'm not saying I was a big guy, but you were heavy on the skates. Think about it. We were. people think, and look at their decor, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
And our goalers were okay too.
Oh
Oh,
my
Buddy
God.
Reader,
We had
Tony Haladuck,
Robbie and
Gomez.
Aldock, Thane Hughes a little bit.
Well, I was done by then, so I finished in '85.
So Tony and Dave. Oh my gosh, we were lucky. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't think people understand. We can't even talk about these things here, but how close we were.
Yeah.
And we scrapped, man. You remember we used to scrap on the ice?
Oh yeah.
But
it was all your fault.
Huh?
It was all your fault.
Well, there you go. So yeah, but that's the way it was, and
that's the way it was, and we worked it out, and we figured it out, and we stuck together, and that's why we won.
That's it. And then we have Vinny and Zimba to look after us.
There you go.
Boy.
Oh boy. Anyway, buddy, listen. Enjoy your weekend. Soak it in. You earned it, and wish I could be there, but have a great time.
That's okay, man. We're good. Thank you so much.
Okay, buddy.
Take care.